we were living in the old camper and very happy. This was a 31-foot Sprinter Keystone camper that was totally broken down. There were so many things wrong with it. So, to begin, the floors were completely stained, the carpets were totally messed up, the toilet was broken. We ended up fixing that. When I first turned on the water in the camper, it actually sprayed everywhere, and I had to turn it off immediately because the back of the toilet was disconnected. The shower worked, but we had no hot water heater, so there was no way to really take a shower because it was winter time. We had to use the campground shower and a bucket shower for a while. There was a hole in the floor from a blown out tire and other soft spots, and we didn't have a window in one of the cabinet doors. But Keechum loved the camper. She was very happy there. And she spent her last days enjoying the window. She was with me for nearly 17 years before she passed away, and we had her cremated, and she is still with us today, traveling in her bed above our bed. But the camper served us well, and it actually came with this stove that we ended up selling for a few $100s so we could get some money back because we were totally broke at the time. And I started playing music again, which was great because my ex-husband basically stopped me from playing music, so got back into the music thing and continued on with life. Right before we left New Jersey, Steve and I went to the ocean with the girls, and we ended up chucking our old wedding rings into the ocean, which was a really freeing, great feeling. And then we loaded up our things and decided to hit the road, and found this robin egg right before we left. We stopped at Gettysburg, landed in our campground at Indiana. And when we got there, we found another robin egg exactly the same as the other one. We lived in this old camper from March of 2025 in New Jersey until June when we drove it out to Indiana. And then once we got to Indiana, we lived in it from June until October. And the weather started to get cold and the roof was leaking horribly. So we, at that point, said, hey, we need to get a new camper. So we put it up for sale, got a loan, and bought the new camper. At this point, I was finally done with my divorce, and that will be a whole nother episode. Coming soon, we're going to talk about the divorce process and all the crazy stuff that I lost during that, and how I was completely taken advantage of, the abuse that I went through, how I was cheated on. There are so many layers to this story, it's crazy. We're going to talk about our time in New Jersey at Mold House, which is a whole nother episode, or maybe several, we'll see. But until then, get out, go live, and go live.